What up, guys? I recently did Cindy's Bond story because I checked that I haven't done it, and I also haven't done Grave, so I might as well do hers now, while we wait for stuff. Mainly because the current story event takes a million years, so I want to kind of do that on the weekend, so... I wonder if this will be a flashback. Cindy's wasn't, so... Maybe not then. Reclamation Site 1, Infirmary. After a particularly intense battle, I'm forced to take a week of rest in the infirmary. It's quiet in here. Too quiet, almost. Maybe that's why I can't sleep. Excuse me. Grave? Can I come in? Sure. The door opens, revealing Grave. Sorry to bother you so late. But are you free right now? Is something wrong? I need your help. With what? What do you think of the way I speak? Is it okay? It's much better than it was before. I wouldn't exactly say it's great. I mean, it is much better than it was before. Before? Do you mean when I used to wear a helmet? Yes, it's improved significantly since then. I see. I can understand everything you're saying now. You've definitely made some good progress. Almost made a big mistake there. What are you talking about? I almost thought you were saying I spoke really well. I can't have that happen. You're so eloquent. Listening to you makes me believe everything is going to be okay. It's truly remarkable. Rappy, Anise, and Neon all say you have a way with words. That must be why you have such a big circle of friends. Perhaps, or maybe another reason. I'm glad I came to see you. Now that Cinderella's woken up, I want to articulate myself better. Did Cinderella say something bad about your way of speaking? No. She would never say something like that to me. I've been thinking about how awful I am at speaking and holding conversations. I'm grateful that Cinderella's so patient and understanding now, but that might not always be the case in the future. You're worried that the people you meet in the future might not understand you? That's right. Meeting all of you has made me aware that, if I'm not careful with how I communicate, people might misunderstand me. Or not understand me at all. Exactly, we've talked and gotten to know each other. That's right. Before we spoke at length, I thought you were just an ordinary human. It was only after talking to you that I realized you weren't. You're not human, but rather a superhuman. Thank you for saying that. I still think it's funny, so I need to learn more about conversations. Now that Cinderella has awoken, I need to improve my speech. That way I can be more persuasive with those who have misunderstood her. You want to tell them that she's no longer Anakiro. Exactly. But there will be many who don't believe it, and who have the wrong impression of her. I have to make it clear to them that it's not true. Can't you do that right now? Simply refuting it isn't enough. Heretics inspire fear in people, and Anakiro was no exception. So, I need to speak better too. I want to steer people away from their prejudice and show them the truth. Just as you did with me. I understand. Then how can I help you? To learn a new skill, it's all about repetition. Could you converse with me every day? Every single day? Yes. At least until you're discharged from here. Can you do that for me? Sure. Thanks. I'll come back tomorrow night. See you tomorrow. Why does it have to be at night? How is it going to be any different from advise thingy? So, you know, not too bad. Hello. Is today when we start? That's right. Is there something you want to talk about? Let me think. Have you eaten? I have. No, I haven't. I didn't really have an appetite today. Oh, I kind of want to see what happens when I do the second one. What if I say no? I see. Oh, that's what happens. This is awkward. Is that all? Yes. Was having such a short conversation really all you wanted? No, that's not it. I want to talk for longer than this. I want to express my thoughts clearly. That's why I came here to practice. How about you tell me about yourself? What about me? Why don't you share a story about your past? Well, hopefully she remembers something. A story from the past. I don't have many memories left. I heard you were the scientist who created Cinderella. Do you have any memories from that time? No, none. My mind is in shambles, so I don't remember much from the past. Did you undergo a mind switch? No. My brain sustained physical trauma. Humans opened my head, rummaged around. They thought something interesting might turn up. They continued to probe and dig, until they found what they were looking for. Once they realized that there was nothing of value, they stopped. As a result, my head got messed up. I'm sorry to bring up a painful memory. It's alright. After meeting all of you with Cinderella waking up, I've been feeling much better. Before, just thinking about it would make me feel nauseous, but not anymore. I'm glad to hear that. However, I lost a considerable portion of my old memories as a result. Much of the knowledge I once had were gone as well. For a while, I couldn't even make sense of numbers. It felt as though my intelligence had been taken from me. You really lost so much. I have. I lost nearly everything when Cinderella was in that coffin. I had to start everything from scratch. I worked hard to find what I had left behind, but there was scarcely anything left. All the documents I found were written in a language I could hardly comprehend. It took an immense amount of time and effort to decipher those texts. I even had to relearn numbers, which was a painstaking process, but I kept at it. At first I knew nothing, but then I gradually began to understand. That's how I figured out what the coffin does and how to use the cryogenic sleep device. You really put in loads of effort. Yes, I worked hard, because Cinderella was lying in that coffin. Even then, you never forgot how important she was to you. Yes, I could never forget. Although I've lost many memories of the past, and can't even remember who I used to be, but one thing I never forgot was my friends. Hansel, Gretel, Siren, and Cinderella. That's one thing I never wanted to forget. They must have been such precious memories to you. Could that be why? If I had lost that memory, I don't know what I would have done. It was what kept me going all this time. Without it, I wouldn't have had a reason to keep living. So yes, it was. No, it still is. Precious to me. So, did you pick up all this knowledge from the studying you did back then? Yes. In addition to my past records, I also scoured the surface and studied documents left by humans from the past. I also experimented with abandoned medical devices, disassembling and reassembling them. Day after day, I repeated the same process. Through this, I figured out what is needed to treat Cinderella and how to go about it. Amazing. Is it? Absolutely, really amazing. You lost everything, but then you built yourself back up again from nothing. I see. It's truly fascinating. I hadn't planned on opening up so much, but before I knew it, I've shared a lot with you. Talking to you just feels good. And I guess I can't help but keep going. Somehow, I ended up telling you my entire story. I wonder, is it because you say things that are pleasing to hear? I wasn't simply saying things to make you feel good. Do you think I'm just making things up? No. I know you meant every word when you spoke to me. Even back when we first met, I could feel it. And when you thanked me, I knew it came from deep inside. That's because I was genuinely thankful. I see now. You've always spoken from the heart. That's why I felt good to talk to you. To have a good conversation, you need sincerity. That's one thing I've learned. I'm glad you've learned something. I'm glad I talked to you. Is it okay if I come again tomorrow? Certainly. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow then. Hello again. Hi. Hi. Superhuman. I have a problem. What is it? I don't know what to talk about today. No matter how hard I try to remember, I have nothing left to say about the past. Why does it have to be about the past? That's what we spoke about yesterday. So I wanted to continue along the same theme today, but I can't think of anything more. I suppose you know all there is to know about me. Then how about we talk about what you did today? What I did today? Why not? Try to tell me how your day went. Very well. I woke up and went to see Cinderella. Rappy prepared us breakfast. Then we hung out with Anis and Neon. And then I came to see you. I see. Ah, yes. Is that all you did today? Oh! Not at all. I just remembered that before coming here, I brushed Cinderella's hair at her request. You brushed her hair? Yes, Cinderella said her hair is very important to her, so it needs to be brushed every day, to keep it shiny and smooth. I can tell how much it means to her, so I help her take care of it. You have to brush her hair every day? Yes, I do. That's true dedication. Is it? I'm not sure. When Cinderella was still in the coffin, I never could have imagined this happening. Back then, my only wish was to revive her. I was willing to do anything to resuscitate her. But now, she's no longer lying in that coffin. I can see her face and talk to her. I can help her become more beautiful. I did it yesterday, I did it today, and I will do it tomorrow. That makes me happy. It sounds like Cinderella is all you think about, Grave. Do I? I suppose I do. I've been thinking about Cinderella a lot today. I did the same yesterday, and I intend to do so again tomorrow. Don't you spend any time on yourself? I'm not quite sure I follow. Do you do any training, or spend time on making yourself more beautiful? Ah, if that's what you're referring to, then yes. I've been training consistently to get used to these new upgrades. There are still aspects of this body that I'm unfamiliar with, so I need to study it a bit more. Cinderella's also helping out by using her glass slippers to teach me all sorts of training exercises. Come to think of it, we had a training session earlier today. I completely forgot about it. As for improving my appearance, Cinderella's the one handling that. I personally don't have much of a desire for it, but Cinderella does brush my hair sometimes. She even polishes my helmet every once in a while. Do you still wear that helmet because of your scar? Indeed. Since this isn't a full body reconstruction, the scar on my face remains. Having said that, this new body is much better than I anticipated, thanks to the new parts that man outfitted me with. I see. I'm fine with keeping the scar on my face. Cinderella told me that they're beautiful in their own way. That's enough for me. That's nice to hear. So I have been dedicating time to myself. That's great. How about you? What about me? How was your day? What did you do? Oh wow, I'm a little touched. Touched? Why? Did I do something? The fact that you're curious about my daily life shows that you want to become closer to me. Really? If that's the case, does that mean you want to become closer to me? I wouldn't be having these conversations with you if I didn't. I see. Do you want me to keep my distance? No, not at all. This all is making me very happy. I want to know about your life as well. Can you tell me? Of course. Since that night, Grave and I meet to talk every night. I have a question. Why does Anis drink so much soda? Also, why does Neon keep shouting something about supervision? Who knows? They just like doing that, I suppose. Like Cinderella likes mirrors? Exactly, just like that. I see, I understand. Then we chat about our teammates. Neon told me you can see the sky from the Ark as well. I heard it's a massive artificial screen called the Dome of Eternity. Does it change like the sky on the surface with sunrises and sunsets? Yes, it has all of that. So it doesn't really feel like you're underground? I see. What about the weather? Does it ever snow or rain? It does on occasion, yes. Enoch arranges all that. Wow, it's more impressive than I thought. I'd like to visit one day. Then we chat about the Ark. Cinderella and I inspected her glass slippers today. You should see how brilliantly they gleamed with just a few wipes, and we barely had to polish it. It truly does feel like a weapon meant for her. Grave and I also spend time sharing stories, including those about Cinderella. And so, the last night has come. By tomorrow, our chats will come to an end. That's right, this is the last night. Has it already been a week? How about we talk outside today? Outside? Since we've only been indoors every day, I thought it might be nice to go out for a change. Sure, let's go. It's cold out here with the wind. Are you sure you'll be okay? I'm fine, it actually feels nice. You think so? I look up at the sky. There are a lot of stars today. We've got clear weather tonight. You can't see the stars very well whenever it's cloudy. The same goes when it rains or snows. You really know your stuff. When I was wandering the surface, there wasn't much for me to do after I activated the treatment device for Cinderella. I couldn't sleep because I never knew where or when the heretics might come for us, so I often looked up at the sky and saw countless night skies. That's why I know well what conditions are ideal for stargazing. What did you think about while looking at the stars? I made a wish. Oh? I heard there was a saying in the olden times, if you wish upon a star, it will come true. I don't know which star it was supposed to be, so every time I saw one, I made a wish. What did you wish for? I feel like it's quite obvious, for Cinderella to wake up. I figured. Did you wish for anything else? No, nothing else. That's all I wished for. At the time, there was nothing else I wanted. I thought that if Cinderella woke up, I would have achieved everything. So I wished on every star I saw. Thanks to that, your wish came true. You're right, it did. It seems there's some truth to those stories of wishing upon a star. And what do you wish for now? Right now? I haven't made a wish since Cinderella woke up. I haven't had the chance to gaze at the stars on my own. I've either been fighting or preoccupied with others, so I haven't had time to make a new wish. How about making one now? Right now? Now that my greatest wish has already been fulfilled, I don't know what to wish for now. How about simply wishing that all the things you want to do go well for you? What I want to do? I want to meet everyone again. I want to rewrite our story. This time, I want it to have a happy ending. That could be your new wish. I like it. From now on, this is what I will wish for. I hope this one comes true as well. How about you? What kind of wish do you want to make? Me? Grave nods. I want to be reunited with the friend I've had to part with and be together forever. Want to have a nice life with my friends, also want us to have a happy ending. I think the third one's probably the best. Realistically, you want to have a nice ending? Is that what you wish for? I think it will come true. I'll do everything I can to help make it happen. You're saying you'll be on my side? Yes. There are so many things I'm grateful to you for. That's why I'll stand by your side. Just like you did for me. Thanks. Thank you as well. I think you're quite good at talking now, Grave. Am I? It seems like you're getting better at expressing your thoughts and feelings. I'm not sure about that. It would have been nice if we'd had a little more time to talk. Soon we'll be parting ways to pursue our own goals. You're right. Cinderella and I have something to do. As do you. It's a shame. Should we head inside? Or should we stay out a little longer? It's alright. I've seen enough of the stars. Let's go back inside. Grave heads back into the infirmary. Excellent. Your wounds have healed beautifully, and I don't see any other issues. I wonder why. You're now ready to be discharged. I can leave? You certainly can. You've been here long enough. Please make sure to gather your belongings before leaving. Thanks for your help, Mana. Don't mention it. Mana opens the door and leaves. Is it finally time to leave? Hi, it's Grave. Grave? Can I come in? Sure, come in. Grave opens the door and steps inside. I'm glad you're still here. Is everything okay? Since you haven't left yet, I can still talk to you, right? Technically, yes, but... Is there something you'd like to say? There is. I didn't manage to say everything I wanted to yesterday. I spent a lot of time thinking about how to best apply what I've learned from you. I even question if it might be better to keep quiet. But I've come to realize that, even if my words aren't perfect, it's important to speak up and share what's on my mind. So, here I am. What is it? Superhuman. Grave and I lock eyes. You taught me how to speak from the heart. We shared so many details about our lives with each other, and talked openly about wanting to get closer. You told me your wishes, and I shared mine with you. We agreed to be there for each other. I don't know if I've become good at speaking just yet, but talking to you was fun all the same. This is the first time I've had a chat like this. I don't know how I was in the past, but you're the first person I remember having a conversation with that wasn't strictly business. So, thank you. Grave. You were the one who helped me rewrite my story. You listened to it without any exceptions, just as a friend would. You empathized with my story, and became my very first reader. So, when we both inevitably achieve our goals and meet up again, I hope we'll be able to converse like this, even if we're not in this particular room. Will that be possible? Of course! Thank you. I've said everything I needed to say. I'm leaving now. Take care, superhuman. As Grave opens the door, light pours into the room from outside. Grave! Grave looks back. When we meet again, I'd love to hear about the happy ending you've written. As your first reader, I'm excited to see how it turns out. Grave gives me a small smile. Absolutely, we'll definitely meet again. And then we'll talk about the happy ending that Cinderella and I will write together. Grave walks out of the door, shedding the specter of death she's been burdened with for so long. As she heads out into the pouring light. Okay, that was the last one. That was kind of awkward because it was like the time where they were gonna go, but this was more like how it was after the current chapters of the campaign, I guess. I guess not the current chapters, but like the last two, I think. Yeah, the one before the current one, or maybe the one before that one, I don't remember, but when we met Siren for the first time, and then all three of them left for Hansel and Gretel, that's what this Spawn story sounds like to me. Because, I mean, we didn't really leave, right? Yeah, because we were looking with them for, like, whatever, and then Cindy and Grave found the Siren bubble, and then they went off on their own for that. But then we met up again for Libby, and then they went off again, so this feels more like when they left with Siren, but okay, that was pretty interesting. I kind of like that. Yeah, because we got pretty banged up. Wait, no, we didn't really get that banged up after the only one fight. But I mean, obviously when we got Cindy first, we did get pretty banged up. I don't know. This is kind of like weird though, because it's saying they left, but I mean, they didn't really leave for that long. This is pretty interesting though, because like currently they're off on their own, but if we're gonna have a final fight with the Queen, I mean, we're definitely not gonna do it without Cindy, right? And I don't think Cindy and Grave would be that gung-ho to, like, if they find Hansel and Gretel or whatever, they'll instantly be like, alright, let's find the Queen now. Especially how things are now. They'll probably come back with us, right? Which, honestly, we have to settle some issues in the arc currently, so I wonder where we're gonna go after that is all settled. Very, very interesting, but I like that. Pretty nice thing for Grave. Very, very crazy, though. She, like, had her brain fucked up with, and basically learned everything from the fucking ground up, which is pretty gross. Oh, never mind. This answered my question. I was thinking the whole time, when she was talking about, like, her scars and stuff, like, what would they do for a skin that they would make? Like, would they take off her helmet? But I forgot this one takes off her helmet. So, if Cindy or Grave were to get, like, a summer alt or something, they'd probably just do this, will they have their hair cover up the right side. Yeah, because I don't think they'd ever get a new body. I don't think that would be, like, realistic. And just because of the whole theme with, like, their scars and stuff, I think it's probably for the best that they keep their current bodies. Even if Grave's current body feels kind of, you know, really old and kind of griefed, right? Grave is still mass-produced Nikke from, like, really, really long ago, so, like, her body's pretty griefed. Surprisingly still keeping up though. So, I mean, maybe the fixes for mana are enough. Anyways, I'm blabbering on about the campaign at this point. Overall, pretty good Bond story. I'd like these where they like relate to the campaigns or like directly relate to the events, and it's not like, oh, whatever. Granted, the fan servicey ones, like the Bunny Girls ones, the Milk and the Aid, were really nice too. I liked those a lot, so I don't know. Both of them are really, really good. Anyways, I think that is it from me. Let me know what you guys think about the Grave Bond story right here. And I'll catch you guys later.